Welcome to the new daily tune-in. I'm Vidette Mayer. I've been doing these daily tune-ins and they've been rather long ones, and quite frankly they're taking a long time, and I've worked really hard to simplify my life, and I'm going to simplify this process even more and reduce the daily tune-ins so that I can get them on Instagram and share them in a bigger way. And the shorter they are, the more consumable they are. I was going to do a different daily tune-in that adds on to what I did yesterday about the 40 days of intensity and the reward. And I am going to do that video, but there was a message that came through today that I think is really important to share. And I have notes written out because I want to make sure that I have verbiage that is going to instill information and light in you and not fear. I will never come on these daily tune-ins with information that is going to cause fear or anything with an ominous event is not shared to scare you. I share these nuggets of information and energy that is playing out simply to minimize the effects it has on you. I've been talking about a massive transformation that is occurring on our planet. And this massive transformation is also playing out in our world in what looks like global events that are conceived out of deception, manipulation, misinformation, and empowers those who are powered by greed and manipulation and deception. This is playing out in our global systems, our global governments, as well as in our individual lives with individuals who we are now waking up to have been in our life that have been built through the same processing systems, these same operating systems of greed, manipulation, and deception. So in these next 40 days, there will be events that will shift these systems, that will break down these obsolete paradigms that have been built on deceptive and manipulative platforms, so to speak, okay? These oppressive structures must be dismantled in order for us to truly step into our free and sovereign places of being, which is who we are in our most rawest and most vulnerable form, is a sovereign being that is led by natural law, not the artificial laws that have been created in our artificial structures and systems that we have been playing in, that we have been quite frankly enslaved in for thousands and thousands of years. There are more and more individuals waking up to these artificial structures. They are waking up to the manipulation. They are starting to peacefully protest. They are starting to stand up. This is going to be elevating in these next 40 days from tomorrow, like from this week to about the 20th of December, the solstice. This is also a breakdown. This is going to be a breakdown in the deliberate deception that we have been fed. And many of us have been called into that, have been feeding the deception with our compliance and with our ability to buy into the deception. And that's why there's going to be an accelerated purging of these deceptive systems. So what we have to do is co-create these patterns of new perception. As humanity, our consciousnesses are going to take a massive growth in these next 40 days in order for us to co-create brand new systems, brand new structures, and also brand new structures in our own individual lives. So this is not something to build fear in you. The only fear that is going to bubble up is going to be attachments to the old world, attachments to what has been, because that has been our norm. That has been what we know. And what we know about human consciousness is it is afraid of change. It's afraid of transformation. It's actually, let me go back there. It's not human consciousness, it's the human ego personality that has attached to the similarities of life, the normalcy of life, the stability of what we know. And we are going to be forced into change, and we are going to be forced into a higher state of being in these next 40 days so that we can come into a higher level of consciousness and recreate what is now being dismantled. I bring this message forth simply so that as you watch global effects as well as personal effects in your life, global events and personal events in your life that dismantle things that is the only thing you have known, that this is from a higher perspective. It is for the highest and best good of all of humanity as well as our planet. And it's when we ride the wave of it and simply watch it dismantle, then we know we were rising up into the unknown. Yes, we are going to be in the unknown. And yet I'm here to reassure you, I will be here with you during these events. This unknown is going to take us into an accelerated growth and expansion of your life as well as humanity's life on Earth. This seems like a doomsday kind of thing, and it's not, but it's going to be made out to be so that you are afraid and you are in fear, because that is what has fed this artificial 3D physical life that we have been taught, that we have been operating in. That what has fueled that has been fear of the climate, fear of the financial systems, fear of the this medical thing, this disease going around our planet, fear this, fear that. Everything has been embedded to be fed by fear. And this is going to be the last really big push. There is astrological events that are supporting our growth, that is supporting the natural inception of this dismantling. And those who operate these artificial systems know that. Therefore, they are going to counterpart this natural dismantling with false fear-based events. When you know this, you can be aware of it, you can watch it, you can observe it, and you don't have to fall into the fear of it. You can bravely know that everything that's being dismantled, whether it's everything you know or just parts of your life or the outward systems, it is all for the benefit of a higher perception of benefit for our planet and for you, sweet soul. How can you, this starts, okay, so tomorrow is Thursday. It's the 11/11 portal. This is a massive time when the heavens kind of open up, so to speak. And this is where, but energy does flow very differently into our planet. And this is where the transfiguring between the physical world and into the divine world opens up. So divinity starts to flow from now until the solstice on December 21st. So with this portal opening and in these next 40 days, this is when a flood of light, both cosmic light as well as, what's the other word that was given? Cosmic light and global light. What that means is global events will spring forth understanding and clarity, and we will see more and deeper than we ever have before. And when we know more, that creates knowledge. Light is knowledge. So we will be getting cosmic light more than ever before in these next 40 days, as well as global events that show us exactly what the foundational parts of all of these systems and all, as they crumble, as they dismantle, we're going to see a whole lot more. Understanding is going to open up, consciousness is going to open up, awareness is going to open up, and as humanity we will rise into higher levels of knowledge and wisdom. That's what this is about. So this is nothing, again, to be fear. I will never ever bring you anything to be fearful of, because everything works in our favor when we understand what is happening. Allow yourself time to rest. Allow yourself time to be an observer. Allow yourself time in meditation and journaling out any fears that do come up, any anger that comes up, because as we see more, it's going to rumble up all of the densities, and all of the betrayals that we will witness will be bubbling up, and it's just here for us to purge and dismantle all of that within ourselves, so that we can come into a higher being of light within ourselves. There's a lot that's going to be happening, and I'm going to be here with you throughout this process so that I can bring forth the messages that I get, that I learn, that help me not only navigate these changing times, but also are here to help you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being patient as I change this up. I think it's just easier to get to the point, and I don't have to edit. I'm just uploading things and allowing you to consume them in the easiest way, and it allows me to have a little bit more freedom during the day to shoot these on the fly, and I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. To shoot these on the fly and get them out to you so that we can be, arms linked and arms locked through this beautiful intensity of the next 40 days. And remember, intensity doesn't always mean everything's going to be, disruptive. It can also be things that we see that we're excited about, new possibilities, new understandings bring a whole new level of perception and a whole new level of possibility. So there's so much that's going to be happening, both good and both, not bad, but things that we do have to process, that we do have to understand what's happening. I am here for you. I will put the link to sessions that I do have. I had a beautiful session last night with a client that just filled my heart. I couldn't go to sleep because I was buzzing from it, as I help you transmute everything that you are going through, all the changes and transformation that you're going through, and changing those perceptions into higher levels of understanding as to what's happening in your own life. I'm here for you. I'm with you in this process, and I am so grateful to be here at this time to help you through this change. Thanks for being here. Love to you. Mwah. See you tomorrow.